Hey everyone, welcome to Maro DIY here. So as promised, I was gonna do a review this week on the OneRoot tool roll. So let's get started. Here's the tool roll. It's nice nylon material, nice nylon straps, good plastic buckles, very sturdy, decent handle. It does have these rings for a shoulder strap, which I don't have with me right now. So let's open this up. Let's see. So these are the tools I have with me. As you can see, some of them do fall out, which is a little bit of pet peeve of mine. These elastic bands are not really that strong. I guess you could say that would be my complaint. It does have some pockets here, so you can store some extra sockets here. There you go, that's a better view. So you can store sockets. So right here I have some ratchets in here, an extension, an adjustable wrench, other wrenches right here. These are my millimeter set. Given the size of it, I wouldn't recommend storing a wrench that's an extended wrench no bigger than 19 millimeter. This is an extended 19 millimeter wrench, so anything bigger than this for this kind of wrench wouldn't fit in here well. I've had an issue where I'll roll this up, and as I'm carrying it, the tools will literally slide out. So you might not want that. I'm not sure if that's a defect of the bag or maybe I'm using it incorrectly. I'm not sure. The issue I had is I was testing it when I got it. These two pockets right here ripped when I was inserting the tools, and I inquired with the vendor about that. And I give them some feedback, letting them know that, I felt that overall it was a good attempt, but the stitching seems like very low quality. As you can tell, it just seems like it needs more reinforced stitching for what it is. Because you're going to toss it around, you're going to put your tools in here. You want this to last. You don't want it to fall apart on you within a couple months. So I did let them know that, and apparently the vendor doesn't manufacture this. They have a supplier vendor that makes it for them, and they just put their label on it. So they reassured me through email that they were going to contact the vendor and see what they can do to improve the quality of this. I did inquire with a friend of mine. She has a degree in clothing and textiles, and I let her, because I would assume, she has knowledge about stitching in general, because I don't. I've never sewn anything before or anything like that. And she told me right off the bat that, yeah, the stitching is not really well done. It seems really low quality. And for what this is, she did let me know that long term, the stitches could fall apart because of the weight of the tools or how bulky the tools are. But overall, she did tell me that the materials are really good. The straps are really high quality. The buckles are high quality. It's just putting it together could have been done a lot better. It's up to you guys if you want to get it. I'll put the Amazon link in my description below. It is about $16 plus tax. You're looking at about maybe 17. So you guys decide if this is something that you would pick up or not. Let me know in the comments below. If you have another brand you can recommend that I can get and review, let me know. I would much appreciate that. I'm always looking for, storage ideas, either bags or tool rolls that I can store my tools, to make things easier for me. But overall, I do like it, and it's been working so far. But again, just nitpicking here, these straps are not as tight, so these wrenches are loose, flopping around. And the amount of pockets they give you, depending on the tools you're using or wanting to store, it does make them a little bit unusable, just because the way you have to roll this up. If you have too many tools, it might be too bulky when you put it all together. And what ends up happening, this relies on tension. So basically, when you roll it up, as you see here, and you strap it together, which I'm gonna have a hard time doing one-handed, but you get the idea. If this is not tight enough and you're, carrying this, and obviously it's gonna swing around a little bit, your tools are literally gonna slide out on the sides, and you don't want that. You don't want to lose your tools. Obviously, your tools, if you have high quality tools, they'll survive an impact, but you know, you just don't want them falling out, you know, or misplace them, you know. It falls out maybe in the backseat of your car or in the trunk of your vehicle. You're not sure, you know, you don't hear it thud, and next thing you know, you're missing a tool and you don't even remember where it fell. So that's, you know, my little pet peeve about that. With this, I do like the pockets here. You can store sockets, really, other small tools. But overall, you know, I don't know, guys. You let me know. Is this something you would purchase for yourself? Based on the review I gave you, is this something you would get? What is your experience with something like this? Is there a brand that you recommend that makes this better quality? Let me know. So far, this is how I'm using it. Like I said, it's not perfect, but you know, it is useful. But let me know. You know, I got this as a review unit from OneRoot. You know, they have great customer service though. Like I let them know about the things I wasn't happy about, the fact that, you know, the pockets here are ripping. You know, let me show you. You can see right here, the stitching came apart. You know, I just inserted. Sorry for covering the camera. I inserted one of these offset wrenches, and I inserted it this way up, and just inserting it caused this to rip away from the seams. So basically, in order not to start ripping all the pockets apart, now I have to insert my tools with this part of the wrench into the pocket. Otherwise, if I try to do it the other way around, just the pressure, because they're offset, I'm afraid it's gonna start ripping these apart, and I don't want to have to fix it myself. You know, but like I said, OneRoot has great customer service. If you buy this and you have issues, they'll gladly replace it free of charge. Just contact them in their vendor page, and in the ask a question section. Let them know what your issues are with it. Definitely send them pictures. That's what I did, and they'll gladly send you a replacement, hassle free. They'll send it for free to your address, or you know, you have the option of returning it for a full refund. Completely up to you. But you know, they did reassure me that they're gonna talk to their supplier and try to get a better quality product out there for you guys, because I think that's the appropriate thing to do. You know, if this failed on me just by inserting one of these wrenches, you know, imagine you insert one of your ratchets or other tools, and you know, you don't want this falling apart on you. So, you know, they did reassure me once they have a new unit, you know, an improved product, they'll send it out to me as a replacement, because they're like, you know, do you want us to send you a new one? Like, yes and no. I would want another one, but if it has the same defects as this, then again, like I said, I don't know if it's from their supplier or I just got a unit that didn't, you know, that missed their quality control. You know, it is a new product on Amazon, so I would suspect it has some issues. But you know, I'd rather get a replacement unit that, you know, is much improved, that has a better design, better stitching, maybe reinforced stitching around the seam right here, because these are areas where it's, you know, bearing weight, you know, of the tool. And obviously these, you know, these straps need to be tighter, or maybe have some way for you to adjust it, you know, just so your tools are safe. You know, obviously if you're buying this because you want to keep your tools organized, you just don't want to throw them in your tool bag and have them just making noise in the, you know, in the backseat of your car or in your trunk. You know, it could be somewhat noisy. You just want these to be in a secure location, and it's just easier for you to transport from, you know, from your garage to your project, or from work and home. You know, you just want something that's reliable, that you know you invested good money on, and you don't have to replace every so often, because no one buys these thinking, oh, I'm going to replace this in a few months. You want it to last a good maybe 2 years or so, and have a good warranty. On, you know, these only have a 1-year warranty. I believe you're better off buying something like this from a name brand. You know, maybe the Hyper Tough from Walmart. I'm not sure if the Milwaukee or Cobalt, all those brands that you can buy at the big box stores, make something like this. But if they do, let me know. You know, I'm not an expert at tools. I've never been shopping around for storage for tools. You know, I just happened to see this online, and the other day I was at Walmart and I did see a Hyper Tough one like this one, the Walmart brand, similar style, actually a little bit more inexpensive. I think it was like $12.97 or something like that. But I wasn't able to see the quality difference or comparison. But let me know. Is this something you guys would use? Do you have something in this at home? What brand do you recommend? Is it something that you can buy at the big box stores like at Lowe's, Walmart, Harbor Freight, or Home Depot, or Ace Hardware? Or is there a better option online? Let me know. It's always help to help anyone out there that's looking for things like this. As a fellow DIY person, it's always good to find stuff like this and be able to store your tools and be organized. So let me know. Hopefully this review has helped you out guys a lot in answering your questions. Like I said, if you don't mind spending the $17, including tax, if your state charges tax, it's 17 out the door. If not, it's about 15.95 from Amazon. If you don't mind paying that much and knowing that maybe down the road you'll have to replace it again, it's up to you. Honestly, I wouldn't. That's why I'm glad I got this as a review unit. It's not a sponsored video or anything like that. It's just something I got from Amazon that, it's new on the market, and, I just wanted to try it out, see if I could recommend it or not. I definitely, at this time, given my experience, I wouldn't, just because, I don't think the product is at a quality sufficient enough to just sell it to the consumer just because. I think OneRoot should fix these issues like the ones I have. And I don't have an extensive tool collection. So imagine a professional or a seasoned person that does this on a daily basis. You want high quality materials, you want high quality stitching, you want something that's going to secure your tools. That's why you have people buying like the name brand stuff from Milwaukee, DeWalt, Cobalt. You see buying them those storage boxes, those storage bags, and they're paying in excess of $200 out the door for these systems because mechanics and DIYers and anyone that uses tools at home or at work wants a reliable storage solution that's going to keep their tools safe. They're going to keep their tools dry, out of the weather, organized. And, I know we're in a time where people want to save money, but I don't see the value in paying less, knowing that down the road you're going to have to replace this sooner or later. Or worse yet, you might lose a tool that's irreplaceable. For me, I have this set of Craftsman ratchets that were given to me by my dad. He used to work in construction, and he used to work on his cars. And they don't make these anymore. They don't make these like this anymore. These are from Sears. He bought all his tools from Sears, and these are well made. I use them a lot when I work on my car. So I would hate to lose these irreplaceable tools, or maybe your tools if you bought your tools from Matco, Snap-on, wherever you got them, and you would hate to have them in here, and next thing you know, they're missing, or they fell out and you didn't notice. I got it from Harbor Freight. This is inexpensive. These I got from Harbor Freight, and they do their job well. So if I lose these, no big deal. I can buy them and get, or get a replacement from Harbor Freight. But these, they're replaceable to me. So I'm pretty sure there are a couple of you out there that understand that. You have some tools in your collection, in your hardware storage that you use on a daily basis, and those are just tools that are irreplaceable to you. They might have some sentimental value, or you spend your hard-earned money on, and you just can't afford to cheap out on an expensive storage solution just to know that down the line it'll fall out. I don't know, it might get scratched, it might not be well protected, things like that. So hope you enjoyed this video. Please add a like and subscribe. Thank you very much for your time, and have a great afternoon. Be blessed, and I'll bring up more reviews and more automotive DIY help for you guys. Thank you very much, and have a blessed day.